Welcome to Deep Dive. Today we're going to show you what it looks like when emotions are mapped to brain signals. We accomplish this by using the DEAPDive, which is a collection of brain signals that were created when people watched music videos and researchers recorded their brain signals while they watched those music videos. People also reported what emotions they were feeling, so now we have mappings of emotions to brain signals. Now the issue with the DEAPDive is that all the visualizations for it are static, and you can't really discern any useful information from those visualizations. So, in our interface, we've created an interactive map and an interactive line graph that show you exactly what Hertz values are happening at which time in a 60-second window provided by the data. Also on the left, we provide important information about the video, namely, we have the valence and arousal score. Now, if you have a high valence, it means that you felt more positively towards the stimulus. If you have a high arousal score, it means that you are more awake or more attentive. And vice versa, low valence, negative, low arousal, sleepy or bored. So, using that information, we can compare data based on the valence and arousal score associated with each music video. If you open up this list, you'll be able to select videos based on their valence and arousal score. But first, let's look at this first video. I'm interested in this peak right here. I can see that that correlates to CP5, and in order to get the value of CP5 at this peak, I just need to drag the slider over to the exact time that it occurs. Now, let's say that I'm a researcher that wants to use this kind of data in my interface. If I, in my recordings, don't have a similar Hertz value for CP5 at this time, I know that there may be some sort of error that I need to correct. Next, to deselect this, you can either click on it again, or you can click Clear All in the bottom left. And as you can see, these buttons are disabled when nothing is clicked. Now, looking deeper into the relationship between valence and arousal in brain signals, what happens if valence is high but arousal is high or low? We can look at a video with high valence and high arousal, such as number 2, and see here that there is a lot of packing between all the brain signals. This is really important because it means that the brain is synchronizing its function. If we wanted to see more in detail about those signals, we can click on these nodes and see that the signals on the right are highlighted and the color in the heat map is the color of the highlight. Now let's click Clear All and let's look at a video that has high valence and low arousal, like number 5. Now, instantly you can see here, it's almost as if somebody stretched out all the lines. There's a lot less packing. This means that the brain data, and as you can see on the left as I drag the slider, the colors in the heat map change. The brain data tells us that this person is sleepy or bored. And so hopefully this is not your brain signals right now. This is really important because normally somebody has to comb through a lot of data to determine this, but here, with one glance at a line graph, you can see the relationship between valence and arousal. Finally, the relationship between two specific nodes is very important because with 2 nodes, you can get a lot of information with very few channels. Now, let's say we have a video that has low valence and low arousal. I'm going to scroll to the bottom here for this, such as video 31. All of the line graph data overlaps, and it makes it difficult to discern useful signals that can tell your interface to do something. However, when we click on these 2 nodes that we want to compare, and we go to any random place where they don't seem related, we can create a new line by hitting the subtract button. Now, this is extremely important because this new signal that was just drawn for us is a lot more distinct in that it has many more peaks and much higher peaks than just those signals on their own. And this can be instantly seen with this draw function. If we wanted to clear the old nodes that we just selected, we can click Clear All and just see the line. And if we are done looking at this line, we can clear the line as well. Now, the reason why all this is extremely important is because wearable technology is becoming extremely prominent and even more prominent every single year. And signals can be picked up from any part of the body. But one of the coolest places that you can pick up signals from is the brain. And so pretty soon, these kinds of signals are going to be implemented into wearable technology. And these kinds of visualizations allow designers to decide where to put channels and how, and design wearable technology that uses the brain quickly and cheaply. And that's DEAPDive.